My family wore white dresses to my wedding, but it backfired in the best way possible. I, 33 male, have a very large family, mostly aunts and female cousins aside from my mom, stepsister, and grandmother. I don't know how else to say this, but the women in my family are very into teasing and joking, but not in the normal way. They form the unit, which is kind of toxic. They roast and absolutely rip into every new woman that enters the family through marriage. My family is very prevalent on setting up countless tests to see if the new woman deserves to be part of their family, or make fun of their looks and style to the point of the woman absolutely breaking down and deteriorating their confidence and self-esteem. Then after a few months of constant harassment, they will announce that they finally welcome them into the family with open arms, which then allowed the newest member to join the crew and tease anyone else who is joining the family through marriage. When I first introduced my girlfriend, who is now my wife, I made it very clear that I refused to have any of the women in my family come at her or harass her. I didn't even want them to look in her direction, to be honest. To no surprise, they went behind our backs and roasted her looks and the job she has over a Facebook group chat, which was invite-only and super private. They didn't want to apologize, but once I said I wouldn't invite any of them unless they apologized, including my own mom, they finally said they were sorry and brought gifts to my wife. My wedding was 3 weeks ago. There was rumors about the woman in my family wanting to pull a prank on my wife by wearing white dresses to the wedding. They thought it would be the ultimate test to see how my wife would react. My brother warned me, so I announced that if any one of them showed up in white, I'd immediately have them escorted, and I don't care who they are, so that included my mom. They denied this and said it wasn't true, and they'd never dare to do such a thing. On my wedding day, every single one of them showed up wearing white dresses, and each and every one of them was immediately escorted. The senior women of the crew, like my mom and aunts, refused to leave. I threatened to take harsher action and my mom was pissed, telling me to step aside, but I didn't let her in. I had her leave while the men in my family were watching this chaos erupt. Dad was on my side and supported me a lot. My wife was hurt beyond measure, but the women in the family were pissed. My cousin blasted me on social media later, saying I excluded all the women from the wedding because my wife was so insecure she couldn't handle another woman's presence at her wedding. Me and my wife had a discussion, and we felt it would be best to cut all contact and delete our social media account. It only took about 2 weeks for us to pack our things and move into her mom's house until we could find an apartment. Everything was peaceful and great, until I woke up one morning to my entire family outside of my door. My aunts, female cousins, my grandma, even my mom, was outside my door. As I opened the door, I am listening to the whines and cries of my family. I never seen them so sad. They were absolutely crying their eyes out, begging for me to talk to them again. They even offered me $20,000 to move back into my old house. I looked at them in the eyes, laughed in their face, and closed the door. They left about 5 minutes later. You don't get to come crawling back after ruining me and my wife's special day.